Hey,
Hello,
what's up, guys? Hey, Dad, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, let me just turn my volume up a little bit. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to Trop of History, sponsored by Indian Motorcycles, Law Tigers, and Badlands. We've kind of a quicker show today. We thought we'd kind of go over. I've been in Atlanta this week with Polaris, so I thought we'd kind of talk on that as well as the Lone Star Rally. So let's start off with that. Dad, what do you think about the Lone Star Rally?
The Lone Star Rally is it's like a big secret rally. People have no idea what the Lone Star Rally is all about. It's an unbelievable rally. It's a great time. 400,000 people. Now you tell people 400,000 people, and they say, "Yeah, no way." Well, let me tell you, you'd have to be there to see
So
it.
here's some.
know, we could talk about it all day, but to go there and see this, it's unbelievable that this kind of thing is happening at this point in time. There's no trouble. Uh, it's the place is just packed. It's not great riding down there, so we don't even bring bikes. We fly in and we do a paint show down there, and this year we did our paint show along with Chris and Heather from Cycle Source. So it worked out great. Between the two shows, we probably had close to 100 bikes, and we give out our paint awards. Chris and Heather give out their awards. So it really works out. It works out good.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice rally. 70 degrees during the day, low 60s at night. Plenty to do. It's all pretty much on the ocean. Um, so what do you got to say, Joe?
So I was going to show some of the pictures. So here's some of the bikes. There was definitely a lot of nice bikes down there. Tons of custom stuff. This particular bobble was really cool. These two bikes are father and son. This one was a nice gold. This one was actually the one that won, right?
Yeah, that's the one that won best in show, best paint in show. Beautiful job. Was done by a guy, I think, in Houston, but really, really nice, clean job. I went over this bike with a fine tooth comb, and it was very hard to find any flaws at all.
So for all you guys listening, wondering how we judge, which we don't judge, we have judges, but how they judge a paint job. You might look at it and think, wow, that's a nice paint job. And then when you get up close to it, you look at the cleanness of the lines, if they're straight, if they're crisp, the use of color, even gold leaf, like how it's gold leaf is a huge I don't even know what the right word is, like the technique of it, because you can smudge the gold leaf into the sizing, and the average person might not notice that, but a professional painter should notice that kind of stuff. What else do you think, Dad? What else are they judging the paint jobs on?
Well, it's like you say, the crispness of the lines, no bleed through on the lines,
The
uh,
shading.
the shading, the use of color, how the leaf was applied, how sharp the lines are on the leaf itself, um, and then of course the artwork. There was a lot of degrees of artwork. You know, we're really particular about when it comes to judging these bikes, especially on the artwork. The average person can say, "Wow, those murals are really beautiful," but when we get down and start looking at them, excuse me. Now, this particular tank here, this guy was not in our paint show. He was in Chris's Cycle Source show. The paint. This was by far the best mural that was there, and yet he didn't enter in our show.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know
He would
why.
have won.
Yeah, he would have definitely won.
Yeah, I mean that girl was so good.
Yeah, I mean,
And I
it
mean,
looked
this
like a
isn't a
picture.
faraway picture.
And, we couldn't see a signature on it. Not sure who did it.
I think Aaron Oil did it.
Yeah, down in New Jersey, right? They in New
Either New
Jersey?
Jersey or Delaware.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Steve, I can't think of his last name.
I just know him as Aaron Oil on Instagram.
Yeah, the guy does an awesome job. If anybody is listening, is it Steve Ferguson? Maybe I forget what his last name. I know that Flea knows him. I don't know if I've ever met him, but if you're listening, we'd love to have him on our show sometime.
Yeah, true. I see Dave Sylvia's Mull's watching. He says, been there with you guys. That place is crazy, not like any other rally. It really isn't. Until you go there, you can't even understand it. Flea's watching. He says, hey. So
hey, Flea.
Flea, what's the guy's name from Aaron Oil? Jeremiah says, hey guys, hope you had a great time in Texas. Hey Lena. Ashley, how's it going? Good to see people at rallies again. Yes, we agree. It was packed. There was so many people there.
Yeah, there was no social distancing there. Let me tell you.
Texas doesn't believe in social distancing or masks. It's great. Gary and Ann, hi guys. Wenton, it was good seeing you at Galveston last week too. Dustin from cold, wet, windy northern Minnesota. Keep that there.
Yep.
Sonia Scott says miss you guys.
Hey Sonia.
John from England, hi. Let's see, Nancy Weems, how's it going? She's watching from Maryland. Stephen Draco, Craig Ferry's watching. Jeremy, good afternoon. Let me see if Flea.
Here, take that picture down, Joe.
Oh, sorry. Flea says it's Steve Gibson.
Oh, that's it. Steve Gibson. Yeah. If Steve Gibson is listening, or if anybody knows him, have him give us a call. We'd love to have him on our show.
Yeah. So Matt Stork, he says, hello, Ken.
Mr. Matt Stork.
Oh, is it Air, Oil, and Lead?
Yeah.
Is that his thing? I thought it was just Air and Oil.
Yeah.
Would like to see bike rallies like that in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
I don't know if there'd be a bike rally anywhere but there that was as extensive as that one is. We've basically brought people there. Every year that we've gone, we've had new people that have come with us. And I tell them, I says, you're not going to believe what it's like at night. So we usually get there on Thursday. So Thursday night, we go uptown and everybody says, wow, this is really something. I'm like, this is nothing. And then Friday night, we go uptown and they go, holy shit, this is unbelievable. I'm like, yeah, wait till tomorrow night. And then Saturday night comes and people just can't believe the crowd. There's bars set up on the street. Everybody can drink on the outside. It's really a great rally. Crazy, no trouble. And, next year, if you want to make a quick trip down there, you fly into Houston, and it's an hour from Houston.
Yeah, it's a great rally, and it's quick enough that you don't have to take too much time off, and long enough that by Sunday you're ready to go home.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. A couple days is enough.
Yeah. So we got home on Sunday, obviously from Galveston, and then I left to go to the Polaris Women's Council meeting, which they hosted. This is actually the first one that they've hosted because they tried to do it in 2020, and obviously with everything going on, they couldn't do it. So this was in Atlanta. So I flew to Atlanta, and we got to test out slingshots. So here's some pictures. So I drove this. Now, to be completely honest, I know nothing about slingshots. They really aren't my forte, but I'm glad that I got to ride them. This particular one that I rode was the R model, which is supposedly the fast model. It was fast. Definitely does a burnout real easy. but don't tell Polaris that. But we had fun. We went all the way up into on the Blue Ridge Parkway, all the way. I don't really have many pictures from up when we were going up, but we were all up in the mountains in real northern Georgia, and rode them all around, got to test ride them. And then we were in a big group. And then me and myself and Jolene from Nitrous Circus, Gavin and Kelly Yesdy kind of broke off from the pack and were able to go for a ride ourselves, because we got to go on more back roads and, you know, sightsee and stop in different places. So it was really fun. And then we had kind of a meeting after, which is kind of the idea of the council and to give our opinion. And like I said, slingshots are not my thing, but I'm glad that I rode them, because now I can have an honest opinion of them. If you don't ride a motorcycle, a slingshot's like, I don't want to say a cheaper, but a cheaper alternative to maybe a sports car that you can take your kids in, that, you know, if your wife doesn't want to ride, you and your wife can go for a ride in them. To me, I would rather be on my motorcycle, but they were kind of fun. I mean, Dad, you might kind of like them just to go for a ride once in.
Yeah. Hey, did you happen to ask them about the 4-seater?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So in our like discussion, I asked Joey about it, because now Joey moved to Slingshot. You know, I said, oh, when we were in Galveston, we saw a whole bunch, and she said that it's one guy in Florida, in Orlando area, that's making them, that's extending them, and she said he's killing it. She said he's selling so many of them. But she said that the thing is they're only rated for a certain weight. And when they cut the frame and extend them and then add 2 more people, now the weight's doubled. So that's why Polaris won't back that at all. Like, because it could be a huge safety thing. I mean, I don't know what the guy does. I would assume he's got to reinforce it somehow or another.
Oh, yeah, definitely think so.
Yeah, but I was telling her how many there were, and then some other people were chiming in and said that, you know, they have all kinds of light and stereo contests, and I was like, oh, that is all the people in Galveston.
No kidding. Yeah, there was parades of slingshots, you know, 10, 20 at a time that would come down Main Street, the Strand. Some of them had crazy lights flashing and, oh my God, all kinds of weird stuff. But evidently people love it. And stereos, there was one slingshot that we saw. I counted, it had 24 speakers.
You could hear it too.
Oh my God, it was unbelievable.
It's too bad that all those slingshots didn't set their radio to the same song.
Yeah, I know.
Because it was like one slingshot competing with the other with different songs, and you couldn't even hear it. It was like pointless.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was pretty cool. They put on quite a show.
Yeah, so the slingshot, I mean, like I said, I'm glad that I rode one now, because I can say I drove one, because they kind of, some people call them a motorcycle, and Polaris's actual term for it is an auto cycle, because it's not a motorcycle and it's not a car. And the way they get away, why they don't want it to be a car is because they'd have so many more regulations that they'd have to follow. Like, they'd have to have airbags. There was so many other things that they would have to have. So in their book, it's called an auto cycle, but it falls under the motorcycle category. So like insurance wise, you just get motorcycle insurance. But to me, anything with a steering wheel is not a motorcycle. That is just not a motorcycle. But I mean, if somebody owns one and wants to call it a motorcycle, fine. But I feel as though it was like driving a sports car. It's probably like how Mulaney's Porsche drives. Like,
yeah. But you know, they are pretty cool, you know, and there was a lot of crazy paint jobs. There's a lot of area to paint, believe me.
Yeah. And I mean, that's another thing that Polaris is kind of pushing. Like, as you can see, this is the one that I drove, so it kind of had a cool paint job on it. They're pushing the odd paint jobs. They have ones that are like lime green, obviously like traditional ones too. And then they have some that are like Metal Flake. I think this one, kind of hard to tell, but that one on the left was Metal Flake. It was like a blue metallic Metal Flake in that one. But I mean, they're pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I'm glad that I rode one because now my opinion kind of counts. But not really my cup of tea. But I like to stick to 2 wheels versus the 3. I see that we go back over to our comments. Dave Oliveira, long time no see. Kelly. So I saw Kelly and Scott on Tuesday. Thank you guys for taking me out. And Kelly, have fun on your trip tomorrow.
Oh, where's she going?
She's going to Nashville for a girls' weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous, but then again, I don't want to travel anymore. Ashley says we're looking for an engine for our experience bike, a 2000 Buell. We'll definitely keep it in mind. If anybody out there has a Buell motor, contact Ashley. Here she is. I'll put it up here. So if you know of any Buell motors, Steve Bates, I'm planning a huge poker run in Kansas City in June 2020. I'll send you the info. I don't know if we'll be coming to Kansas City in June, but send it over. We'll share it. Alicia, follow Jolene. She's badass. She is wicked cool. She is. I already follow her and stuff, but she is cool. We have somebody from Ireland, Dan from Ireland. Oh, Filippo. Hey, Filippo.
Hey, Filippo. Filippo, I'm going to be doing diggers real soon. I've got 3 of them that I'm going to be building, and I'm going to be starting on the first one very soon, and they'll be cool. All original Nest diggers.
Dennis Frame from Long Island, Walter Curo. Felice says, looking forward to Daytona. It's kind of silly to think about Daytona already, but that is the next event. It's
right.
So much. So it's good to have a few months off, and with the holidays and stuff, time will fly by. We'll be saying, hey, remember when we said Daytona was so far away?
Well, I hope Flea's going to bring his fleet with him because, you know, Flea came to the Cherokee rally, and he brought a half a dozen beautiful bikes. I mean, Flea painted them all, and Flea did an awesome job on them. Anybody that's in the Carolina, Tennessee area, Flea is your guy as far as custom paint. Flea does a great job. He does everything from graphics to murals to gold leaf, silver leaf, and he is quick.
2 comments over here. It says they make you wear a helmet. Yes. So that's the thing with the slingshot, is it follows the same rules as a motorcycle. So in the state of Georgia, you have to wear helmets. So therefore we had to wear helmets. We had to wear them anyways because we're under, we're there for Polaris. So, safety is a huge thing. So we would have had to wear them anyways, but that's okay. So if you have a helmet law in your state and you're thinking about a slingshot, you will have to wear it while driving it. And then Alicia says, do you have to have a motorcycle license? No, you do not. You do not have to have a motorcycle endorsement to drive it. So go figure.
Yeah, that's strange.
I know it is. But that's okay. Let's see. Andrew from New York. What's up? Chris from Hard Drive is on here. Chris Rasile says, what's up? Have you been putting miles on the 2021 Sportster 1250? It's awesome. No, I've yet to ride one of those.
No, yeah, I've only seen one, I think.
I'm just going to say, I don't know that I've even seen one in person.
Yeah, Steve Stevenson. Steve had one that he was kicking, and they were going to do the motor and, change it up. So I'm sure we'll see it in Daytona. Yeah.
Tammy says, did you get Curly to go to Buc-ee's? I don't know. Did he ever stop at Buc-ee's?
I don't know if he did. We didn't see much of Curly. We just saw him once briefly. He was busy judging that other build-off show there that they had. But
that was it.
Yeah.
He wasn't there very long.
No.
John Holloway says, slingshots here would be a trike, or is there a 4-wheel one? No, it's only 3 wheels. So 2 in the front, 1 in the back. Flea says, yeah, he's going to bring 6.
All right.
That's a lot of bikes. Good.
And I'm sure they'll all be first class.
Yeah, hopefully first place.
Yeah, yeah.
Filippo says, please come back to Italy. Filippo, we would love to. Or I would, anyway.
Yeah.
PP doesn't want to go out of the country. Oh, Randy, no Buc-ee's. Randy is not a Buc-ee's fan. Randy from Team White Trash. You know, my twin with my
right.
overalls.
Didn't like Buc-ee's.
I know. That's what I said. I'm like, how can you not like Buc-ee's? But he is a Texan, so maybe it's different because it's in his own home state.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Drew Woodfidge says hi. Let me see. Rich says, hope to see you in the spring for some pinstripes. Yeah, give us a call. Something else I wanted to tell you guys too. Don't forget, we have our apparel at hotleathers.com. So if you're thinking about Christmas presents, go over to hotleathers.com and buy some apparel. We were at the Hot Leathers booth in Daytona where they had some of our shirts, and they also had them in Galveston if you guys were there. And I think Galveston was the last rally. Is there any more rallies?
I don't think
Arizona.
Well, Arizona isn't until April.
No, aren't they having it now? Or did they have it a couple weeks ago?
It was a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay, so they already had it.
What about Panama City?
Oh, I don't know. Is that
because
stuff got so postponed and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I seem to think the Galveston was the last rally for like Hot Leathers.
Yeah.
But if any of you guys want our apparel, go over to hotleathers.com. They make a great Christmas present. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Perowitz_CycleFab is our business page, as well as mine is Jody Perowitz. DP's is D Perowitz on Instagram. So if you guys want to follow us over on Instagram, make sure to give us a follow. And once again, shout out to Indian Motorcycles for sponsoring Chopper History today. Ashley said this weekend is Rocky Point. I don't even know what that is.
I think that's South Carolina, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know where Rocky Point is. I believe it's one of the Carolinas.
He said there's a big, Walter Curo says there's a big swap meet in Harrisburg next weekend.
Is it a motorcycle or what?
Jam On Production. So that's the one that goes in Daytona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rich Panarelli says, I met your dad about 6 years ago in Nantasket Beach. I have a photo of him sitting on my bike.
Okay.
Drew says we have Cave Creek Biketoberfest was a couple weeks ago. Let's see. Oh, Chris Sale says it's in Mexico.
Really?
I didn't know Mexico even had a rally.
Huh.
Yeah, it said. Ashley said it's on the border of Arizona and Mexico.
Okay.
Bike rally in Rocky Point.
Huh.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you got anything else to add to that, Dad?
No, I don't think so. Next week Jody and I will both be here, so we're not doing much more traveling, so we can be a little more consistent about the show. But we'll have a guest on next week. Of course, I can't reveal who it is. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise to us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, let me know.
Yeah, but no. Thanks to Indian Motorcycles, Law Tigers, and Badlands. They support us and they sponsor our show. So if there's anything that you need or you're in any kind of motorcycle accidents, you call Law Tigers. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to Indian Motorcycles, Law Tigers, and Badlands. And also, one other thing, if any of you guys are thinking about a unique Christmas present, Don't forget, I'll do paint Yeti cups, as well as helmets. So if any guys want to get in on that, either call the shop tomorrow or send us a message on Facebook, or you can send me a message on my Instagram, Jody Perowitz on Instagram. But definitely Yeti cup makes a unique, cool Christmas gift for somebody you don't know what to buy for. So, but get a hold of me soon because I'm starting to take Christmas orders.
Yeah, and also those clocks that you make are pretty cool.
Yeah, I can do the clocks too. So I'll post some pictures of that stuff too, so to give you guys some ideas, so that you can see what I do. And if you want to order something, let me know ASAP. All right, guys. So we will catch you guys next week for another episode of Chopper History.
Okay.
See ya.
Thanks for tuning in.